done, sir.
Sign at least our book before we go down. We are organizing one. Yeah, he should come and meet because yeah, please, I never met you. You recognize you? Yeah. Mr. Flava is our leader. Is my this is our center. Progress on impacts.
James go from Mercury University.
Looking at
Starch properties
and
the molecular basis of the properties.
I'm Milad Sulaiman, Research Assistant, Production.
I'm greatly honored to be affiliated with this, to be able to recognize legacy of science, because I can imagine 100 years from now what things will look like. And it is all standing on the foundations of men and women who believed when there was nothing much to hold their faith, but they have believed, they worked on their belief and made it. So I'm greatly honored to be able to pharmaceutical research named in the memory of Dr. Owino. Rest in peace. Research professional of the banana starch pharmaceutical application, research at PBD, and senior lecturer at Banana University, Department of Pharmacology, senior lecturer, Faculty of Medicine, Department of Pharmacy at Banana University, production pharmacist, Abacus, Parental Drugs Limited. He ensured accreditation of the relationship between MAST and PBD Badic just before his death. The Prime Minister's office, there was in that hall, there was a meeting, and everybody was bringing ideas about COVID research. And all the scientists were coming up with herbal products, and there was that meeting. I just came in and I was just scoping to understand. And you talked about starch, and it's one of those things which piqued my mind. And when the president confirmed giving us that money for design, I was like, we need to work on this starch thing, because I went and did some research. I read some papers. I work very scientifically. I'm very scientific. These days I don't spend much time on the bench, but I keep my knowledge. So I read some work and I was like, this is something and I started to see PBD beyond banana flour. And I've kept saying this, that with the right support, PBD can do, or banana can do for Uganda what wheat did for you. It is not just to transform our diet, it's actually to transform our very way of living. Because as you are going through the repertoire of professionals, I think that's the representation of what I envision us doing with science. You just imagine, just banana, and we have the engineers, we have the social scientists, we have, and everybody is doing research and developing new lines of products. And soon I hope we'll have a product from the roots the roots of the banana. I have always thought there is something there unique. Why does that weevil like to go there? And the nematodes. And the nematodes, why do they like to go there? There must be something. So I keep, I can imagine for the next layer of young scientists, how many we can engage. How many we can engage, because each product which comes, each line you think about is going to go into thousands of different directions. And that leaves our country to stop depending on very superficial commodity-based products. And we move now into the knowledge-based products. And these are, and the way you approach it with the depth of science. One other little story I remember is we were meeting the president, you remember, with the politicians from the greater Bushenyi, who were frustrated that the project is not giving them.
They wanted to take over.
Yes, and I had been headed there, and you mentioned something that we need to do research to make banana an industrial product. And I kept, for the first time, something clicked in my head that the problem we have with our agriculture is we don't make the crop an industrial product. You deal with the cassava root just as cassava root, as food and the minimum that can happen. But when you take it up as an industrial product, then you must develop the science. And developing the science, I kept telling, especially my members of parliament, I kept telling them that producing a science product is not like going to make pancakes. It's just cassava, cut. They said, no, you have to understand. So, for example, they would eat the biscuits and they said, but I taste the stuff. I said, but we now need to do the research to find out. If people don't like that, then we need to understand what that takes. And my last favorite moment was we were talking to the president outside there at State House. And he talked about the resistant starch and how it moves through the body. And then he said, but when you cook, the resistant starch disappears. But now, at PIBID, we have found a way of maintaining the resistant starch. And for me, that makes it worthwhile. That makes it worthwhile for me to wake up every day and work, that I can stand at some point and facilitate those committed to this kind of work, to be able to bring to fruition. Not every casual eye will see what is here. No, not every casual eye that comes will see what is here. But for me, I see it, and the only way I've summarized it, and I told you, you do the science, let me deal with the politicians. Let me deal with the politicians, so that, because if all the time you're kind of trying to satisfy them and the way they are picking things, so that's why I've kept saying, done properly, this plant, which is just a gift to Uganda, it can do for this country what wheat has done for you. You go there and you can't eat. Literally, I visit Europe and I can't eat because I don't eat wheat. I'm gluten sensitive.
There's nothing else to eat.
No, I'm pushing banana now. So, thank you so much. I'm greatly honored, and the culture of honoring scientists is a great, great culture. It is something that I've been pushing, and when we build our home, which I'm happy to tell you that the government has funded STI to build a high-tech city So yesterday we got the letter urging us to move forward because the money to acquire the land was given. 1 square mile of land.
Congratulations.
So maybe they will have some. Because she has always been talking about the banana what? The banana center. Yes. Something. And we hope that they will give us another square mile because this land is adjacent to another piece which has it's 2 square miles. They have first given us 1 square mile. And we are hoping to begin to build. So we want to make sure that banana, if we just picked a few crops and studied them, got people with depth and vision to build, because this is vision to build. Vision to build something. You don't even wake up and say, by the time the things come out, will I be alive? No. Today I am here and I am going to add something. And every day you're like, I want to push it as far as I can go because I need this to stand. This kind of passion, Professor, we really thank you so much. This is not only for banana, but this is a story that's going to drive other industrial applications, that will transform those ordinary things that we have. We told you the other day we were doing some work on banana, not to prevent them from eating banana, but to extract chitin. So we need the banana to grow the banana weevils so that we can extract chitin, which we use to make nanoparticles, which is used in drug delivery. We shall deliver. So that is how far that we are going. That is how far that we are going. So please, the scientists here, you are doing a great work, and we acknowledge you. We have been working on a recognition system. I think by the reason I went into the cities, there will be a hall of fame and a museum for the different scientists who have touched science, because in Africa we have not been good at recognizing scientists. Last year, the 2023 we started, I think you are one of the beneficiaries of the first Faces of Science. And we have added that that award comes with an offer for us to write your biography. So you find a person of your style, and STI will pay for that person to write, because anytime you don't have time to write, you're waking up to think for the product. You're not thinking. But you see, if we don't download you in a book, then it will be difficult for us to sustain the legacy into the future to inspire the young ones. So